Is there a pain sharper than the knife of betrayal? It does not cut the skin, yet it severs the soul. You are here because someone you trusted, perhaps the person you trusted most in this world, has broken their vow. You feel the weight of injustice pressing on your chest, making it hard to breathe. The mind races at 3 a.m., asking the same agonizing questions. Why wasn't I enough? How could they lie to my face? And perhaps the most burning question of all, will they get away with this? It is natural to feel anger. It is natural to want them to feel the same hurt they have inflicted upon you. But listen closely, my friend. The universe has a bookkeeping system more precise than any human court. You do not need to seek revenge. You do not need to poison your own heart with hatred. There is an ancient law, as real as gravity, that ensures every action returns to its source. Tonight, let us lay down the heavy burden of your anger and look at the truth of karma. Let me tell you a story about the seeds we plant in the dark, and how they always find the light. In a village nestled between the misty peaks and the roaring river, there lived a master weaver named Chen. He was known for his silks, which were as strong as dragon scales, yet as soft as a cloud. His wife, Lian, was the Dye-Mistress. It was she who woke before dawn to gather the indigo and the saffron, staining her hands to give color to his work. Together, they were prosperous. They were the envy of the valley. But Chen grew bored with the quiet devotion of Lian. During his trips to the city to sell their silk, he met a dancer named Meiling. She was like a bright firework, exciting, loud, and fleeting. Chen began to weave a tapestry of lies. He told Lian the mountain passes were blocked by snow to explain his long absences. He told her the market prices had dropped to hide the money he spent on the dancer. He thought he was clever. He thought, what Lian does not see cannot hurt her. One evening, Chen brought home a small, ornate box. He told Lian, "This is a rare tea, a gift for my patience." But inside, he had hidden a jade hairpin meant for the dancer. He buried the box deep in the garden, beneath the old willow tree, intending to retrieve it before his next journey. Seasons changed. The rains came heavy that year. Chen fell ill with a fever, delirious and bedridden for weeks. Lian, ever faithful, tended to him day and night, cooling his forehead and brewing medicinal broths. She did not sleep. She gave her own vitality to keep him alive. When the fever finally broke, Chen was weak but alive. He stumbled out into the garden to breathe the fresh air. He looked toward the willow tree to check on his secret. But the heavy rains had washed away the topsoil. The ornate box was gone. In its place, something strange had happened. The box had not been watertight. The moisture had seeped in. The jade hairpin he had bought, which was actually a cheap painted copper, for he was a miser even in his infidelity, had leached into the soil. The roots of the willow tree had absorbed the copper poison. The tree, which had stood for 3 generations of Chen's family, protecting the house from the wind, was now withering. Its leaves had turned black, and its trunk was splitting down the middle. Chen fell to his knees. That tree was the support beam for the main roof of his ancestral home. As the tree died, the structural integrity of his house began to groan. A week later, a storm blew through the valley. Without the windbreak of the willow, the roof of his workshop collapsed, destroying his loom and all his unfinished silk. Lian was safe, for she was in the kitchen, but Chen's livelihood was crushed under the weight of the storm he had invited. He realized then that the secret he buried had not stayed buried. It had poisoned the very roots of his life. He looked at the ruins, and he realized that the dancer had long since moved on to a wealthier merchant. While Lian stood amidst the rubble, picking up the pieces, her hands still stained with the indigo of her hard work. He had tried to steal pleasure in the dark, but the daylight had revealed the rot. My dear friend, This story is not just a fable, it is a mirror of reality. We often think of karma as a lightning bolt from the sky, a punishment for bad behavior. But in the Eastern traditions, karma simply means action. It is the seed. If you plant a seed of deception, you cannot harvest a fruit of peace. It is biologically and spiritually impossible. When a spouse cheats, they believe they are getting away with something. They think they are gaining pleasure. But look deeper. To maintain a lie, the brain must work overtime. The nervous system enters a state of chronic stress. They are constantly looking over their shoulder. They lose the ability to be truly intimate because they have built a wall of secrets. They are drinking poison and expecting to quench their thirst. The karma is already happening. It is happening in the erosion of their character. It is happening in the loss of their integrity. A person who can betray the one who loves them is a person at war with their own soul. They will carry that fracture into every relationship they have in the future. As the saying goes, if you do not heal what hurt you, you will bleed on people who did not cut you. But in this case, they are cutting themselves. For you, the one who has been betrayed, I know the anger burns hot. You want to see the tree wither now, but you must understand that your anger is also a seed. If you hold on to it, if you obsess over their punishment, you are drinking the poison too. You are letting their bad karma infect your good heart. Science tells us that chronic anger and resentment release cortisol and adrenaline, damaging your heart, your digestion, and your sleep. Do not let their betrayal steal your health as well. The best revenge is not revenge at all, it is healing. It is stepping out of the rubble, like Leanne, and realizing your hands are capable of building a new life. Let go of the need to be the judge. The universe is the judge. The law of cause and effect never misses an address. It may not happen today or tomorrow, but the energy they sent out will return to them. It must. So, take a deep breath. Inhale peace, and exhale the need for justice. Justice is automatic. Your job is recovery. You are not the broken roof. You are the sky above it, fast, clear, and untouched by the storm. Affirmation: I release the burden of judgment. I trust the flow of the universe. I am free to heal, free to love, and free to be at peace.